Hello Rangers, and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be going over 5 ways that you can remember your national park trip. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay, now so as we go through this list of 5 things to help you remember your national park trip, I want you to know that some of these can be used for literally any trip you go anywhere or anything that you just want to remember. But some of these are national park specific, so be sure to keep an eye out as we go through the list. And thing number 5 that you can do to help remember your trip is to film it. Now, I don't mean you have to go all crazy with the high production and bringing a camera and then editing it into a perfect video log of your trip. But what I am saying is that whenever you think you see something that you'll want to remember, take a video of it. And you don't even have to do anything with it. You can just keep it on your phone and look through it later. Or if you're feeling a little bit extra, you can go and download just a free video app and edit it together for a little something. Anyways, videoing it is a great way to help you remember things that happened on your trip. And counting down to number 4, the Junior Ranger book. If you want to remember more of the academic things that you learned on your national park trip, the Junior Ranger book is a free and 100% amazing way to remember that. When you go through the park and do the Junior Ranger booklet, you are learning along the way and writing it down inside. So once you're done with the trip, you can go back and look through all of the stuff that you wrote down inside and learn. And it's a great way, as well as a memento of your trip, to remember everything. And way number 3, this kind of ties in with the Junior Ranger booklet, except you do it on your own. Every time you go somewhere or just at the end of the day in a hotel or in your car, write down some of your favorite memories from a trip in a trip journal. This journal is just for that purpose. Now, you might have a travel journal, and that works just the same, or anywhere you visit, you write down all your memories in, well, a journal. But if you just want one small little journal with a couple of pages, just write things down that you remember from your trip, like a diary or journal entry, or you can write them down as they come while you're there. I guarantee you it's a great way to remember the first-hand things that happened on your trip. And way number 2 to remember your trip is to buy things at the park gift store. Now, I know it's very hard for us simple-minded people to understand that when you go inside the park, you can't just pick up a rock and take it out to help you remember the trip. For one, that's illegal, and for 2, that's just wrong. So what you can do to help bring something tangible that you can feel back home to remember your trip is to go into the park bookstore and buy something. It doesn't have to be anything big or crazy. Maybe it's just a t-shirt, or maybe it's just a little figurine of a bison. Who knows? Just something to help you remember your trip and maybe remember the bookstore or a thing that you saw. It's very cool, and it's something that you can show other people as well. And finally, the first and perfect way to help you remember your national park trip is to scrapbook it. If you've seen my scrapbook video, link will be in the card, you know that I love scrapbooking. And on this national park trip that I took recently, it was the perfect way to help me remember it. It combines the journaling as well as a little bit of the film tip that I gave you earlier, because it inspires with photography. You use the pictures that you took along the trip and you print them out, and then you can just do whatever you feel like. You can take just a ring-bound notebook, tape them in, and write down some journal entries. Or you can get a binder and slide them in sheet protectors. Or you can combine every single tip that I told you earlier into one big book. It doesn't matter, and it's super unique and super easy. Or it can be intense and artsy if you wanted to. Scrapbooking is one of the greatest ways that I can advise for you guys to help remember your national park trip. Well, everybody, that is the end in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and the little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you next video. Bye!